ओम वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः निधये सर्वविद्यानां षडे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः अपार करुणा सिंधुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखर गुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्वहम् ओम. So all chant Yam Brahma loudly. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunmanti Dimvistavaihi Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadair Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha यस्यांतं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः ओम श्री कृष्णाय परमात्मने नमः अथ श्रीमद् भगवद गीता बिफोर दैट विल चैंट द 6 श्लोकास ओके ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम श्री भगवानुवाच तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजं तमः नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता ज्योतिषामपि तज्ज्योतिः तमसः परमुच्यते ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं ज्ञानगम्यं हृदि सर्वस्य विष्टितं न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते तत्स्वयं योगसंसिद्धः कालेनात्मनि विन्दति ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानं येषां नाशितमात्मनः तेषामादित्यवज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परं यथैधांसि समिद्धोऽग्निः भस्मसात् कुरुतेऽर्जुन ज्ञानाग्निः सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा यस्य सर्वे समारम्भाः कामसङ्कल्पवर्जिताः ज्ञानाग्निदग्धकर्माणं तमाहुः पंडितं बुधाः ओम शांति शांति शांति. If you note in this 6 shlokas, 2 are from chapter number 4. So now you know why 4th chapter is very important, and we'll discover that as we go through this chapter. Hari Om. Okay. Now we'll start the class. Om Shri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha. Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Chaturthodhyayah Gnāna Karma Sannyāsa Yogaha. Om Narayanah Parom Vyaktat Andamavyakta Sambhavam Andasyantasvi me lokaha Saptadvipacha Medini. Let's all chant 14 together now. Last class we learned. Then when it comes to 15, then Mona you can chant after. Okay. Shloka number 14, chapter number 4. 4.14. Na Ken, payan satellite ana America la. Chant pannu pa. Payan chant pannu solla. Okay, chant. Sri Bhagavanu vacha namam karmani limpanti name karma phale spruha iti mam yobhijanati karma bhirna sabadhyate. Very good. Very nice. Chant. Sri Bhagavanu vacha namam karmani limpanti name karma phale spruha 𝐒𝐴𝐵𝐺ाnāti karmabhirna sabadhyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Ram Ram Subho Suprabhatam. See, when people go to US, they get more patience. See, Kane's son has become very patient. In Chennai, he was running around. When he goes to New Jersey, he's become very, very patient. Very good. Your normal patience is fine. Don't become patient. Okay. English is a very dangerous language. Very nice. Very good. Didn't chant Gita well. Very nice. Okay. Now, we are in the important chapter called what? Guru Ayapanoda influence. KG sir is very close to KN. KG KN combination is going to do magic for Brahmavidya. Yeah, both are very close to each other now. Okay. KG sir has got a lot of company now. Very bright boy. KN and his son. Very good. Okay. Now, now we are in this important chapter called what? Gnāna Karma Sannyāsa Yoga. And why this chapter is very important and what is the message Bhagavan wants to give? See, in the third chapter, Ramesh Venkateshan, Bhagavan briefly talked about the importance of doing karma. So, no? One has to do karma because karma is a yajna. Karma is there present all over the universe. No? The entire cycle of creation, sustenance is based on karma. So you have to do karma and follow the karma, do the karma correctly, do nitya karma, all those things. Chapter 3 summary should be in the mind. So it was more like, imposing. He says, no, when you are all young, when you make a mistake, teacher will give imposition. You remember? If you don't write something probably in a kalam, imposition. So it was like imposing karma on the individual. And so Bhagavan thought maybe this is not getting into Arjuna's head. If what is the proof that Arjuna didn't understand what Bhagavan was telling? You all should know the answer now. If Arjuna understood what Bhagavan was communicating, what should he have done? Said, I'm getting up and fighting. Correct. I will fight. He should have told end of third. Did he say that? He didn't say that. Right? So Bhagavan wants to try a new technique. He tries different techniques. So he tries new technique and says, he didn't say this, but what is there in Krishna's mind is what Arjuna is thinking. Now understand carefully now. This is a problem we all go through in our lives, very practical. So what is Arjuna's problem? Arjuna is presented with a situation to do his swadharma. Correct, Sundar? He is supposed to go to the battlefield and he decided to fight them very strongly previous night. Before the start of the war, he said, Yatho Krishnas Thatho Jayaha, Yatho Dharmas Thatho Jayaha. Very, very enthusiastic. But when it came to the actual situation, he said, I am not going to fight. Yes or no? Means what? The karma that he was going to do, now I'm going to put a different language. The karma, which is Swadharma of Arjuna, that he was supposed to do, became a mental worry for him. Correct, Subramanian sir? Right or wrong? It became mental worry. So physical action of killing somebody is not a problem because Arjuna has killed so many people. Correct? The opposite side had only Duryodhana, had only Karna, had only Dushasana, is not a problem. Correct or not? Opposite side had his dearest person, Dronacharya, Bhishma, Kripa, right? So it is a classic situation where mental worries take over the individual and prevent you from doing karma. Write down. See, this is not the same kind of scene you will get. The scene is different. Mamta Patil understanding. The scene may not be, you will not be confronted to fight your grandfather or guru or somebody. Mamta Kandala, understand what I'm saying? Satish Orya. But we also come into a situation where our mental state doesn't allow us to work efficiently. Yes or no? You go back into your own life and discover that due to very many situations, very many predicaments, like dilemma, Venkataraman is saying that you are supposed to do the action, but your mind, due to either stress, anxiety, tension, worries, either because it will give a different result or mind is stale. Krishna here. Very boring. Every day we have to go to work. Have you not felt it in our life? No, Krishna, at least one day you thought, let me call it a day and be at home. Correct? That's why when you're actually initial days of college or even work, Chetan Sharma, always people will call in sick in India. Okay, the boss will ask what is the reason. Grandmother died in Arti. So you can only say it twice because there is one grandmother from father's side, one girl from mother's side. Somebody told third time the boss caught him. How many times grandmother will die? So please understand, we go through this in our life and for some reason we don't feel like working. Yes or no? This is official work. Take your own Nitya Karma. If you are going to get one day, your daily Sandhyavandhanam, Shraddha don't do correct? Why? Sometimes we get that kind of diffidence. Yes or no? Nagaraj, correct? Especially all our Sri Matas. Why should I cook every day? I'm only fated to cook every day. Correct? Cooking is very difficult, I'll tell you. Eating is very easy. We'll get the diffidence. So Bhagavan is going to tell you the technique. So Arjuna didn't have the formula of doing the duty but not getting into mental worries. Please understand. So there is a saying in our Dharma Shastram, Karmana badhyate jantuhu. That means what? All living beings are bound by karma. Please understand. You cannot remain idle for a long period of time. Correct? Even though you feel like you want to relax, how long will you relax? Niyatam kuru karmatvam karmajahyohya karmana. That's all he professed in the 3rd chapter. Correct? It didn't go into Arjuna's head. So, see, please understand, in our life, you cannot escape action. Point 1. At best, what you can do, you can change the action. Correct? If you are working in a profession, after some time you get bored. You can only change the profession. You cannot leave the profession. Correct? If they say you quit the job, anybody is willing to quit the job, nobody will quit the job. Correct? Nah. It's not easy. I talk to so many people. They say, very boring, sir. What happened? Last 15 years, I've been working same organization. All things have been achieved. I don't feel like going to work. No interest. Nasrini Swami. Correct? You go through the period, right? So, we go through different mental states in our life because we don't have that magic formula that Bhagavan is going to teach us. Why are we getting into different states, moods, and action? Because we are owning up to the action. We are owning up to the results of the action. We have got anxiety about the result of the action. Correct? So we have got different kind of mood swings which are affecting us. In this case, see, in this case, what is happening? Arjuna has got a mental worry, and so he doesn't want to do his work. Indirectly, he's striking. LV sir, you got a factory. What Arjuna is doing is he's going on strike. See, I will not work. Correct? So third is doing. So Bhagavan is going to say in this sloka, look at me. Actions do not affect me. So Bhagavan has got this magic formula. He says, actions do not affect me, nor do I have the craving for the results of action. So Bhagavan is saying, neither karma can disturb me. Neither any action nor the intent to do an action can disturb me, nor the results of action can disturb me. That means what? Bhagavan has got some formula which is not available to anybody else. And what is that? That is called as Jnanam. Write down. There is only one way. There is no other way. Neither by bhajana, nor by puja, nor by tirtha yatra, nor by nama japa, nama sankirtana, you can get out of this dilemma. Soumya Krishmati, your understanding. The only way for you to be always what? In very high spirits, very positive, always energized, always energetic, energizing people around. Correct? and taking the right decision and moving positively is only by Jnanam. And what is that? I'll explain. Bhagavan is going to spend a lot of time on this elaboration of this, because this is the greatness of Gnāna Karma Sannyāsa Yoga. Write down. The greatness of Gnāna Karma Sannyāsa Yoga is that one is in action. One is always in action, but is not bound by action. One is in action, but is not affected by the results of action. So, whereas in one you can say, what is the difference between Karma Yoga and Gnāna Karma Sannyāsa Yoga? Question should come, yes? Yes or no? Like that, madam. Correct? Karma Yoga, we are only saying, Bhagavane, whatever results come, I am giving it to you. I don't want the results. But you still not got Jnanam. A Karma Yogi is still not a Jnani. Whereas a Jnani can be a Karma Yogi because the person will not expect results. Are you understanding? A Jnani will be everything. Jnani will also do karma, will also do all the actions, he'll do Karma Yoga, he'll be most importantly not affected either by three things. Write down. Neither the intent to perform an action will be a binding, the action itself will not be binding, the results will never be binding, and so the person does the duty that the person is supposed to do without any mental worries. Do you all not want to reach that state of mind? Yes or no? Are you agreeing with me? Interactive class, ba? Is that not what you all want? Every day morning we say, no, another day. Correct? Another day. So Bhagavan is saying, there is a way I am applying that in my work. I will explain what is that. For now, park it. He says, what is the benefit of knowing this magic formula? One who clearly knows me. That means what? Does not know Krishna Paramahamsa like this. Knows the mind, the state of mind, the jnanam that is working Krishna's mind, and so acquires that knowledge and performs action like Krishna Paramatma, is not bound by any actions. Are you getting the point here? It's a switch in the mind. Jnanam and Ajnanam, we are all switched on to Ajnanam. You have to switch to Jnanam, then all your mental worries, whether you are in action or inaction or expected to act, not expected to act, results of action will not affect you. Clear? Are you clear? Now, I will tell you what is this Jnanam. Briefly, because Bhagavan actually keeps it a suspense. Now, Bhagavan also knows to build a suspense. Don't think Krishna Paramatma knows all your film, how to do direction, production, master of everything. So he also keeps a suspense and write down. The suspense will be cleared in from Shloka 18 to 25. Very important shlokas of 4th chapter. Now go back to your book now. See your e-book. From Shloka 18, you see it later, okay? Homework. Because after this, next class is on Thursday, right? You study 18:25, the summary we have provided in the e-book, and then come prepared for the next class. So, Bhagavan is briefly telling, I have got a formula. Clear? So far, clear? And we have done up to 1 to 8. We have finished page number 4, page number 5, Avatar Mahima, and then the fourfold system. Go to page number 5 now. Quickly, we'll finish off the summary of the e-book. So Bhagavan told that if you know my avatara, parango, correct avatara vera vandirthu padam, pathingala. Second version avatara come or not? All eagerly waiting for going to that film. Sir, no, blank you can accept, correct? Vinod is very always frank, correct? He'll put the score. 2 point, okay? Avatar to vandal. Number correct avatar, anga avatar, film avatar. Okay, anyway. But you not get to, you not become embodiment of that. Come back to actual avatar, understand avatar of Bhagavan. And so that's why I brought this avatar of Mahima here. So before you go and get stuck there. So Ishvara is no birth, but is born physical. That means what? It is incidental, all that you know. So person is not bound by any action because Bhagavan is what? Ajahapi, Sannabhyatma, Bhutanam, all those things you know. And Bhagavan says that one who knows the magic of my avatara, that means what? Bhagavan actually is pure consciousness. Matter only is acting. Conscious matter has no connection. One who knows this jnanam, what? Vitaraga bhayakrodaha. All those formula we studied. Janaki Madam has put the chart, understand that. Then the fourfold we discussed in detail in the last two classes. So you're up to date up to shloka number 15. Then now is going to be the concept of Jnani's viewpoint of action. Clear? That's what Bhagavan is introducing from this particular shloka number 14. What is saying? Actions do not affect me. Now, what is that formula? Jnanam. When you get Jnanam and you're established in Jnanam, that is why I say you should come to the 14th chapter. You all are coming to 14th chapter. In 14th chapter, what is the shloka we studied this morning? That means your Friday evening in US. The person who realizes that my true nature is different from the three gunas. Yes or no? What action is being done by the three gunas. I am of the nature of pure consciousness. So the actions done through the three gunas, you become a seer. Don't forget the term. So anupashyati, you become a seer of the actions and no longer the doer. Seemingly the doer, but not the doer. First point. So now the question, clear? The point is, you do not claim ownership for the action. You transfer the ownership responsibly to the three gunas, the matter principle, the body, sense organs, intellect, and they will do the job. Like outsourcing, no? When you outsource, Subramanian sir, when you outsource things, what happens? You are very sharp. You will find out all the mistakes of the vendor. Ramesh Venkatesan outsources a lot of work for his vendors, correct? When you outsource, you're smarter because all the mistakes you can find out and you can catch the fellow, correct? When you do, you'll hide the mistakes. Similarly, you treat your body as an outsourced agent which is doing and catch hold of it if it is no undergoing any challenge. Treat it as a vendor rather than a owner. Then that is a technique. It is different from you. But you are the person who have to make it act. That's the only difference. So by jnanam, you identify yourself with your consciousness, become a seer of the action, the potential action, and the results. And so you are never ever either too excited about great positive results, never ever depressed by so-called losses or failures. You continue to perform action. Status quo continues. Clear? This is the magic formula that Bhagavan told, and that's what he told. Name parthasti kartavyam trishulokeshu kinchana. Nanavaptam avaptavyam vartayeva cha karmani. Don't forget that particular shloka. You all remember or not? Suravan sir? Ram Subbu. Name parthasti kartavyam trishulokeshu kinchana. I have no responsibility, nothing that can be told that I should do certain things, even the three lokas. Even then I continue to perform my action. Should Bhagavan come down? No, like our Periva told, no? He did everything. Even went as a messenger, correct? Will any great person go to a messenger job? He went as a messenger, correct? Pandavadutara ponar, correct? That's Pandavadur Kovil irukku sonna Periva. Kanchi. So please understand, Bhagavan has done everything. He used to watch no horse of Arjuna's chariot. All the why? How is he able to? Because he's able to detach from the action. Then you can say, sir, Bhagavan is Bhagavan, sir. We are all mere mortals, sir. How can we become like Bhagavan? You don't need to become like Bhagavan and become no Paramatma. You understand the technique. And when you start today, I'll tell you, my Swamiji used to say, you can keep on hearing Vedanta for 25 years, 30 years, 35 years. But unless you catch all of these key points. I know people study Vedanta for 25, 30 years, different Swamijis and all. But they still don't understand anything. They'll ask what is Atman, what is Brahman, how to detach, till tension, till pressure, till BP. Why? Because you not understood the technique. Unless you understand this technique, because all of us cannot escape karma, yes or no? Whatever you may say, you cannot escape karma. You have to be in karma. You should not get distressed by karma. You should not get lazy of karma. You should also do excited doing all the karmas. At the same time, not get depressed by results of the karma. How to be in action, but also be inactive mentally. The mind, I'm telling you, the mind is most important. So jnanam of dissociation comes into the picture. Clear? So far, is it clear? Now, a couple of questions, I'll answer, then go forward. So, when you say Jnani, really does not bother. You see, a Jnani is not disturbed by karma. Write down all the formula, 1, 2, 3. Now, who wants to make a structure? Write a structure here. What is the essence of the sloka? Jnani is not disturbed by karma. Jnani is not disturbed by results of karma. So, Jnani need not do any planning. Correct? Next. Yeah, anyway, anything, something is going to happen. Yadva tadva bhavishyati. You do something, something should come. So, why should you do planning? Correct? Next question. Correct? Why should you do planning? Please understand. Vedanta is not against planning. Please understand. There is a difference between planning and worrying. Vedanta is against worrying. Vedanta is all for planning. See, let me tell you, the more time you put on planning, the results are better. Yes or no? If you don't do any planning, just get into action, your 100% effort and action will not give result. Correct? Are you getting the point? How many of you experienced? Ken, first project management course, 25-30 years back. The speaker came and told, everybody says, to hell with planning, go do something useful. 𝐒𝐚𝐲𝐚𝐫𝐚 course, advanced managers course, okay? So to hell with planning, go do something useful. That's what they say. No, it's wrong. You plan properly, and then even if you do 70% planning, 30% you can execute, it will be successful. If you do 100% working, no planning, you will fail. So Vedanta is not against planning. Please understand. That means what? We plan to succeed, but accept the result. This is the Vedantic view of karma. Clear? See, planning makes you efficient, whereas worrying makes you deficient. Please understand. Worrying makes you inefficient. We spend more time on worrying than on planning. Correct? So all this requires a positive frame of mind. You can say, sir, all this you can say, sir, our mind is not even getting to a planning stage. Correct? You have to develop positivity. That is why daily karma you do. Be with good people. Be in satsang. Always have a positive frame of mind. Then only all this will start working and the results will come. Otherwise, you'll go back to the same old state. Clear? So, and the other beauty is, Mamta Patil, planning can be done deliberately. You can get up in the morning, 6 o'clock and do planning. Yes, Lakshmi Ramu, for your project, you can do planning. But can you fix a time for worrying? No, Venkatraman sir, I will worry only at 7 p.m. in the night. Morning 6 o'clock, no worry should come to me. Can you say that? Can you say that? Worry will keep coming, because the moment you switch on to worrying, worrying will keep coming. Worrying is not deliberate. Planning is deliberate. So you can push yourself. I mean, what you can do to yourself is tell yourself, this is called auto-suggestion. I will plan, I will execute, I'll do everything correctly, I'll do my best. If I don't know, I'll go and ask for solutions. I'll talk to elders, I'll talk to people who are knowledgeable, I'll be in satsang. Keep on reinforcing and get into positive frame of mind. Plan all the activity, and whatever results come, accept it as prasadam. What is the next golden statement? I never get worried about any result because, Arvind Balasubramaniam, I do not get what I desire, but I get what I deserve. Please understand the huge difference. Moment you understand this magic formula, that I am not to be destined to get what I desire, but I get what I deserve. So I get what I deserve what I get. If this is clearly entrenched in the mind, now Vijay madam, clear? Anything that can happen, you can accept it as what? Prasada buddhi, and using jnanam as the disconnection agent. Like a raincoat or an umbrella which protects you from rain, correct? Especially in US, you have to wear a lot of this heavy clothing to go. 𝐕𝐚𝐲𝐻𝐵𝐢 winter bantala. T-shirt, can you enjoy a T-shirt walk in your Boston? Walkway, you cannot do. That's why you come to India. See? Even in winter, you can go with a T-shirt. In the house, you can put T-shirt. Outside, wear heavy clothing. So much heavy things. And also, every player you have to go and put that coat, you should remove in the office and put it there. Sometimes you put somebody else's coat. We know the careful better, because West Coast weather better. Correct? Correct? See? So much of protection is required from the weather. Similarly, if you want to get protected from affecting karma, affecting your mind, Jnanam is the only ointment. Apply Jnanam in the mind, and then what happens? Nothing can affect you. That's why the Guru Stotram Nasolita, madam. Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Next time you chant this sloka, you remember the meaning. Arti. Na. Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnana Anjana. Amrutanjanam illa ide. Venkateswaran CK. பாருங்க அங்க என்ன அமிர்தாஞ்சனம் வேற வந்திருக்கு. அஞ்சனம்னா ஆயின்ட்மெண்ட். சதீஷஸ், you apply amrutanjan for headache, you apply jnananjana. பாருங்க, now you all learn one new term today. Can you please write down? Whenever you apply amrutanjan to the head or wherever, no, you should apply jnananjana to your mind. You cannot apply any ointment to the mind, unfortunately. You can apply only knowledge. That's called jnananjana shalakaya. So the sloka says, I have got a cataract or I got a visibility problem called ajnanam. Sundar mama, sloka is meaning is ajnana timiram. Timiram na cataract, poor visibility. For that particular disease, jnana anjana shalakaya. Hey Guru, you are applying the jnana anjanam. You are giving me the vision of jnanam. What a beautiful sloka, Therima. Guru Stotram Solono. Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuhu Unmilitam Yena. You have made my visibility raised to the highest level. You have made me a seer, real seer. What we understood in the 14th chapter, correct? Please come. Whoever is missing, you are missing something very valuable. It is more valuable than Kohinoor diamond. What you know, Ramesh Venkateshan? And attend Banla, Agartala, Saturday, Sunday morning. 14th chapter teaches you technique to become the right seer. And you can listen it again. I'm telling you, you listen this time, within 3 months you'll forget. I can guarantee you. The world of Maya will take again and again. You should listen. Again, you should listen again. Don't say I'll wait for the 18th, 14th chapter. Come down and listen again. Listen this round once. Second round again, listen. When to transform. By the time you transform, this life will go away. Please understand. Jnana anjana shalakaya chakshuhu. That's why a guru, I'm telling you, naguror adhikam tattvam, naguror adhikam tapaha. Tattvajnanat param nastihi tasmai Shri Gurave. There is no equivalent to a guru. A guru who removes your ajnanam cannot be compared to anybody. So be very careful when talking to a guru or interacting with a guru, because that is the highest thing that you can get. Jnanam, it's a Jnana Guru, not some other Guru. I will not do all this charlatan gurus. The Guru and Ravida Tapa use the person who teaches Vedanta, not some other thing. Please understand that. So when you get the Jnanam, then life becomes extremely easy and light. Jnanam is called light, light of knowledge. What is the weight of light? Sojanahali. Light ಎಷ್ಟು kg, ಎಷ್ಟು ton. How much ton is light? LIGHT. Light has no weight. So when the jnanam comes, the light of knowledge is lit in our mind. Jnana deepena bhaspada, we are chanting every day, right? And the jnanam comes in the mind. Nothing is heavy. Venkat Sitaraman, correct? Already 1 year, seeing the difference or not? Some amount of jnanam has come. You are able to know. Spend more time, relax, correct? The relaxation will come in the mind, and that is how you become what? Not becoming stressed out by work. Now, Venkatraman sir, you can work 20 hours a day without getting stressed. You can work 2 hours and become stressed and BP. Both are possible, right? What is the difference? Ajnanam and jnanam. Okay, clear? This is the formula. Further elaboration. Ravi Puttarjunan, sloka number teaser, trailer, will come to the next session. So 1825, watch out for that. More details. So I'll go for Peetadipathi. Na mam karmani limpanti na me karma phale spruha iti mam yaha abhijanati karma bhihi na badhyate. Very easy. Clear? PBA team, you got it? By the way, all of you have downloaded PVA book or not? Please, for your own sake, it is not for me. How can you get more clarity? Only by PVA approach. Otherwise, this kind of clarity you will not get. You will see the difference. Please, I'm telling you, many people, I'm telling you, 99%, you have not learned Gita the right way. Right way is to do like this. Understand the bhavartha, padavibhaga, anvaya, catch hold of the words, and that words will be always in your mind. But yeah, in the morning class, whatever we learned, is it not running in the mind now also? Sodhigacchati, sahadhigacchati, you will teach Bhagavan. So please understand the words. Sanskrit words are very powerful. English is good, but Sanskrit will transform. Please understand. So now, Anvaya. Karmani na limpanti ma. Now you see, when you study like this, Anvaya, you get absolute clarity. Karmani na limpanti mam. Me na spruha karma phale. Iti saha yaha abhijanati mam na badhyate karma bhihi. Clear, huh? Anvaya, you got? Okay. You got? Huh? So the fourth chapter PVA book is not available. Please understand, all of you, the PVA, Padavibhaga Anvaya book is different. The concept book is different. There are two sets of reading guides we are giving. One is called this, what you have downloaded now. This, this book where you got all the, pictures and all those things. See, all these things are there. We will go through all this. This is the concept book, concepts, summary of the entire fourth chapter in 12 slokas. Padavibhaga fourth chapter is not ready. Our team is doing now. Like magic, after the fourth chapter finish, they'll finish the book. We'll publish it like that. So what you do, when you study during the class, you make some rough notes. So you go back, download the fourth chapter notes, and you revise pakka. It will be established clearly in the mind. That's the process you have to follow for 18 chapters. Then you become master of Gita. Then we can give now new degree interest. Radhakrishnan sir, Guru sir, MG degree from Brahmavidya Foundation institutions. What is MG? Master of Gita. New degree. Once you understand this, you will master of Gita. MBG போடுறீங்களா? Okay. 3 லைன் MBG எல்லாம் கொஞ்சம் MG போறோம். Okay. மாஸ்டர் எவ்வளவு வச்சுக்கோங்க. You choose, we'll put a poll. Okay. Anyway, coming to the point. Karmani na limpanti mam. Me na spruha karma phale. Iti saha yaha. Okay. Abhijanati mam na badhyate karma bhihi. Ramesh Venkateshan, master ba. MBA mari MBG kuduttalam. Very good. Very good suggestion. Really, I'm telling you. And all of you take the quiz also. You all take the quiz for the third chapter. All no qualification for getting MBG. MBG kedikadhu. Okay. PVA vandudha. All the team. PVA team, somebody can say. Vandudha. Suprabhatam. Very good. Okay. Now understand the meaning now. If you understand meaning like this, it will be more clear to you. Karmani na limpanti mam. Karmani, actions. Bahuvachana. So, karma, karmani, karmani. What are all? Or Rajendra sir put karma. Karma case put the vibhakti table. Prathama vibhakti, Ditya vibhakti, rendu same varumana potukadala. Observe pannom, padikano. Should focus on studies. So, karmani, actions, na limpanti mam. Do not affect me. Limpanti means affect. So, na limpanti, do not affect me. So, if you tell Bhagavan to work also, is not affected. If you tell that this result should come, even then he is not affected. How many times we have said we will not do work? Sundarama, madam, on the list kodupanga. Very full, I cannot go now. Tired. So, like that, we will escape from work. But Bhagavan says, actions do not disturb me at all, do not affect me at all. First point. So first write down, first formula 1. Karmani na limpanti mam. Mam means me. So actions do not taint affect, taint. See, don't bring new words. Limpanti means do not affect. Affect they don't bother me. They don't bind me. Please understand. So actions do not affect me. Me na spruha karma phale ad limpanti. The word limpanti should be supplied again. So, me na spruha. Spruha means craving. I told you, that yearning for something. Na spruha. Even I have no craving. I have no craving. Spruha. For what? Karma phale. So 2 points. First is karma does not affect me or bind me. Neither do I have any craving for the result of action. Karma phale. You understand what I'm saying? So, now formula is actions do not bind Bhagavan. Results of action also do not bind or affect Bhagavan. That means what? There is some formula. The other one is suspense. Iti sahayaha abhijanati. Iti means thus. Thus, sahayaha. Pullingam. You can put sa, so no problem. Sahayaha. Whosoever, he who knows. Whosoever knows that a real Gnāni. So now remove the word Bhagavan again and put the word Gnāni. A Gnāni will never be affected by karma, nor will the results of action affect a Gnāni. So Gnāni, 2 points. Neither action nor the result affect a Gnāni. It is different from Karma Yoga. Please understand. Karma Yoga is still different. Gnāni is different. Thus, whoever knows very clearly, Abhijanati. Janati means, write down. Janati means knows. Abhijanati means knows clearly. Abhi samantat. When the word Abhi upasarga comes, yara Abhi ni perla vachikiranga vasile pere. Abhiram nu per irukum. Abhi Abhi nu கூப்பிடுறாங்க. என்ன கிருஷ்ணன் கரெக்ட்டா? அபிராம்னா அபிராம் ஃபுல்லா கூப்பிடணும். அபி அபின்றாங்க. கபி கபி அபி அபின்னு அப்புறம் எங்கேயோ போயிடுறது அது. என்ன வெங்கட்ராம் சார் பாத்தீங்களா? எங்கேயோ போயிடுறது பாருங்க. அதான் ஃபுல் நேம் கூப்பிடணும். அபி in Sanskrit means samantat, completely, very clearly. So sahayaha abhijana, that means what? There are many aspects to understand with clarity about this technique of not getting bound by action or by the result. That is the secret. What is the secret? Krishna, note down this golden statement. This Gnāni has got freedom in spite of activity, not from activity. Are you getting the point? I have got freedom in spite of activity. I am not trying to get freedom from activity. I am not trying to escape from activity. Very, very comparative statement. I have got freedom in spite of responsibility. I am not wanting freedom from responsibility. Are you getting the point? I am having what? Freedom or whatever, the clear mental calmness in spite of responsibility. I am not wanting to run away from responsibility. Now this is very important. All of you please note down this. See, why are we sometimes hesitant to take any task? Soumya, Vinod is taking the task very nicely. All the blogs is putting very nicely. He is the person who is taking the challenge. Why are we not willing to take any task? Because with taking some action comes responsibility. With responsibility comes afraid of results, tension, pressure, BP. Correct? See, normal routine is fine. When you are bestowed with such a big activity, like Arjuna, you have to fight your Drona, Bhishma. Suddenly that bhoj ban gaya. What is the normal action? Become a huge headache. So we all are scared of responsibility because we become answerable. Correct? Once you become answerable to people, pressure builds up. So or no? Priya, correct? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಕೆಲಸ ತಗೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬೇಡಪ್ಪ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ. Leave me alone. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? So Bhagavan is saying a Gnāni will take responsibility and still be free. Bhagavan says that Gnāni enjoys freedom in spite of responsibility. He does not escape from responsibility. Means what he will do, he or she will do, Lakshmi Narasimhan, he will do everything better than the best expert. He will be expert planner, expert execution, expert monitoring, expert control, expert analysis. Naveen V. Market analyze pannom, goes up or down, you do a perfect analysis. Own up to your action, but don't get affected by the action. This is a very subtle point. You own up responsibly for the actions, but don't get disappointed or don't get affected by the actions or the results of action. It requires tremendous amount of sadhana to get to the stage. It's not something that you can do tomorrow. But you should be determined to walk this difficult path of karma, upasana, karma yoga, dhyana, gnāna. And once you get the gnānam, then you will enjoy what I'm saying right now. It is an experience that you will get. Where? 𝐿𝐕𝐢? Here and now, not in some other world. That is why gnānam pratyaksha satphalam. Here and now you will get that freedom. In a 𝐿𝐕𝐢, you are not doing 200 things. Even then, mind is free. We're not responsible. Yes. Even then, your mind is free. So please understand. Gnāna jana shalaka. Clear? Understood? No? So Bhagavan didn't say all these things. Who knows this very clearly? That abhijanati will expansion. Maheshwari, abhijanati means all these formulas you should have in the mind. So what you should understand? Does he who clearly knows Mom means what? Bhagavan is saying me. No me, brother. Bhagavan has got selfishness. Bhagavan is putting himself as a test case. You all got test case, right, in software. Now, Bhagavan is saying, I am the test case. You put me to test. I will pass all the tests. So whoever understands me, knows me clearly like this, that neither actions bind me nor the results. That means what? You should not look at Bhagavan and say, oh, Bhagavan, you are great. Bhagavan, you are great. You are doing action, not getting affected. Results don't affect you. So, namaskaram. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai. You should now go understand. Bhagavan, all of you have darshan. I'm here. See, talking about darshan, Vijay Purunjukongo, Bhagavan has got the Sudarshana Chakram. Na, Swamu sir. Are you all knowing? Sudarshana Chakram. Have you all seen Sudarshana Chakram? You know what is Sudarshanam? Note down today. Darshanam means knowledge. Sudarshanam means right knowledge. Sudarshana Chakram is not your Deepavali Chakram that you do. The people problem is no other Vishta Dvaiti don't understand. That Sudarshanam is nothing but Jnanam. The Chakram is indicating the destruction of Ajnanam. Understanding? Sudarshana Chakra of Perumal, of Mahavishnu. So, that right, break it down today. Ram Subho. So, Darshanam. Darshanam na Kadal Badachame, Anupashyati. Jnanam, Jnana Sudarshanam na Jnana Darshan. Darshanam normal sight. Sudarshana Chakra indicates Jnanam. That is the magic Bhagavan has got. Adallam potukittu or figure koduthu kudukranga. Appa kuda you want to get Sakaha. Look at Perumal. What a beautiful diamond is there on the creedom of Tirupati Venkateshwara. Wonderful diamond. Adallam focus pandrom. Shankara Chakra. What is that? Each one has got a significance. Today I told you Sudarshanam. See, Bhagavan can be understood at 3 levels. Elementary level. Bhagavan solranga. We'll also go to Koil. Bona. சொல்றாங்க நாமளும் கோயில் போய் சுத்திட்டு வருவோம். மரத்தை சுத்தின மாதிரி சுத்தி வருவோம். என்ன ಪ್ರಿಯ ಅವರೇ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಾದೆ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಚಿತ್ತವಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಗುಡಿಯ ಸುತ್ತಿದೊಡೆ ಫಲವೇನು, ಎತ್ತು ಗಾಣವನ್ನು ಹೊತ್ತುತ್ತಾ ನಿತ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಸುತ್ತಿ ಬಂದಂತೆ ಸರ್ವಜ್ಞ. Simply go on rounding round a temple without any aims, they say will go on do. That is one elevator level. Second level is, who is Bhagavan? Bhagavan created everything. So Bhagavan is great. So worship Bhagavan. Paramatma, Jivatma, please help me. The third is understanding Bhagavan as a Jnani. Vedanta raises you to the level where you understand. That is why Bhagavan has come down to the earth and shown how a Jnani works. See, Nalaita madam, Sri Ramachandra Alder, when Sita was lost, yes or no? Krishna here. Did Krishna Paramatma cry any time during the entire Krishna Avatara? He has made everybody else cry, but he didn't cry. Jnani. How a Jnani will do everything. And what Krishna Paramatma did, none of us can do 1% of what Krishna Paramatma did. Correct? Including running around with Gopikas, which all we are only focusing on. Correct? That's the main focus. Krishna Charitramna adha mudichiranga. Please understand. To understand Jnani is difficult. Bhagavan has come down and become test case for you. So understand the technique of Bhagavan as a Jnani. Understood now? So abhijanati. Clear, huh? So Mam, no Bhagavan. Not Bhagavan as a Krishna Murti or Krishna Paramatma as a figure, but the technique, what Bhagavan has got in the mind, Jnanam Bhargo. Na badhyate. He's not bound. By what? Karma bhihi. By actions. So the karma vibhakti table is important. Can somebody copy paste that karma vibhakti table today in the class? Other people can copy and take it home. Study. Karma bhihi. Okay? By karmas, you will not be bound. So I've got 5 people can say, understood this sloka or not? What is summary? You have jnanam. Today you may not become jnani, but at least understand that I am pure consciousness. Come to the 14th chapter, understand gunatraya more clearly. The gunas are acting, and me as pure consciousness enables action, but I'm not going to be affected. This is a mind. See, let me ask you this question. Now, what is actually finally working? Physical? Cooking yerma pandra ona? Mind pandradha? Hand pandradha? Hand only will do all action. Hand only will do computer coding. But the mind is what should be both acting and detached. That's a problem. That is the biggest problem, correct? Because the mind gets affected, hand doesn't work. Again, correct? Mind should also make your hand work, everything, but mind should be disconnected. That is the art you have to learn. By Gita study, Vedantic study. And once you know that, no action can bind you, no action can affect you, no results can affect. But doesn't mean you should do everything. You do what is ordained for you. Once again, that's what is important. Please understand. So should I go and become a farmer? Should I do what? The new farming, you do what you are ordained to do. Ordained duties, and everything will fall in place. Clear? Is clarity now on the 14th chapter or not? Go to the 15th sloka now. Chant after me. Sri Bhagavan uvacha evam jnatva kritam karma purvairapi mumukshubhihi kuru karmaiva tasmat tvam purvaih purvataram kritam.
Evam jnatva kritam karma purvairapi mumukshubhihi kuru karmaiva tasmat tvam purvaih purvataram kritam.
Together. Sri Bhagavan uvacha evam jnatva kritam karma purvairapi mumukshubhihi kuru karmaiva tasmat tvam purvaih purvataram kritam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So Bhagavan is now telling something more profound. Hey Arjuna, what I have told you looks like a secret to you now. But this was not a secret many centuries back. This secret was known to all your forefathers. I don't know. Great grandfather. All those people knew this technique. The secret was known to them. That's why Sakalene Hamata Illu Tatava. Okay, Venkatram. Illu Kabrana Solunga. After Illu in the Solunga. So, okay. So, Kallu. Okay, Home Krishna Murti. Kallu Tatava. Okay, Kallu. Kallu Naka in Kannada. Kallu means Kalla means Tirana. Robber. Illu Kullu Tata. Okay, Kullu Tatava. Illu Kullu. Okay, whatever it is. All this fine. See, Bhagavan is saying your forefathers knew this technique. Connect this with the first initial shlokas. What did Bhagavan say? Evam parampara praptam himam rajarshayo viduhu sakale neha mahata yogo nashtah parantapa. Why you are chanting the first 15 minutes? When you come to this shloka, when we say your forefathers knew this, you should remember that shloka. What shloka? Evam parampara praptam. What is the meaning of shloka? This come down from hereditary. They all knew this technique. Hey Arjuna, that's why nobody from your hereditary ran away from the battlefield. Nobody ran away. Indirectly is telling, they all knew the technique in spite of any tough situation. They always acted with responsibility. Vinodji, management statement number. The going gets tough, the tough get going. Correct? Huh? So, Vedantic view, please understand. So, having known this, having known thus or this, having known thus what? Is Gnāna Karma Sannyāsa technique where you can dissociate from the action. Bhagavan is saying, running in action has been performed by the ancient seekers of liberation. So if you want to get liberation, please understand. If you are in search of the eternal elusive liberation, the moksham, the eternal freedom, infinite happiness, independent happiness, you have to learn this technique of being in action, but not getting affected by action. Being in action, not getting worried about the results of action. Neither action nor the results should affect you. Nalimpanti. Unless you understand this, imbibe this, integrate this, then practice this n number of times, that you yourself are the judge for this. Whether your mind is affected or not, should you go to your doctor? Now, Venkat Sitaraman, Hanuji. Doctor, please examine and tell me whether my mind is affected or not. Will you go to a doctor? Will anybody go to a doctor and ask the doctor whether my mind is affected? You know whether your mind is. That way you should be sincere. So not shy away. That means what? You have to go back to basics. Do karma properly, karma yoga, upasana, dhyana, then jnanam, then everything falls in place. So Bhagavan says the ancient seekers, all seekers of liberation, mumukshubhihi. First time Bhagavan is telling mumukshu. What is mumukshu? Moksham michha mumuksha. One who is desirous of liberation performed actions in this way. They had this Jnananjanam, they applied it. And so what you do? All your forefathers have been practicing this so beautifully. Therefore, you perform this action in this way only. The same way how your forefathers have performed, similarly, you perform action in spite of any potential challenges which you are seeing as challenge. See, Rajendra sir, we can keep on listening to Vedanta 25-30 years, but somehow the disconnection from the matter will not happen. Is it easy? I am saying three gunas are acting, your body is acting, you are pure consciousness, you only witness, you are enabling them, don't get worried. Keep on saying. Venkatraman is accepting, not easy. That means what? More focus on your karma, upasana, studying Vedanta, clarity. Should now dwell upon the meaning of all these slokas. So Bhagavan is saying, the action performed by your forefathers so wonderfully, they've been what? Skilled in this kind of action. Therefore, you also perform action like this. So what is Bhagavan's message? Through Arjuna is telling us, you also learn the technique in the 4th chapter itself. So when you come to 14th chapter, like drinking water. But yeah, so now when you see 14th and come to 4th, both are no, like you can swing from here to there. You swing, swing. Don't swing it somebody else somewhere, okay? Somebody is swinging somewhere. So you can swing easily. So, therefore, perform action only what has been done earlier. It is not something new. Bhagavan is repeating. It is not something new I'm inventing. So, don't get misled by all the charlatans. This is an age-old, the only knowledge, jnanam, right from the Vedas, time immemorial, has been done formerly by all the ancient people who were seeking liberation. If you want liberation, again, enjoy life. But then enjoy life, what happens? After some maybe 3 months, 6 months, you'll go to depression. Correct? Yes or no? Seemingly enjoying. Weekend party. Correct? NRS. Well, people say that no, if you start a party Saturday night, Sunday 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So you can be seemingly enjoying, but all this is going to come because Bhagavan is going to say what looks very nice to begin with, which results in disappointment. Be aware of that. So you have to learn, and you cannot escape from work. You all are in agreement or not, Subramanian sir? Can you say, I don't want to work, I want to run away? Can you say that? What do they do in US? They leave one partner, go to some other partner. There also they have to try and become partner. Enna L. Vishwanathan. They can run away, but they'll go for another partner. Correct? Parungo. So that's even before the marriage, they put that prenuptial agreement. If what all we get to know this, then we have to do all this. So much you should give. Why? You know you are going to live. They're living independently. Venkataraman sir. Most married people. Married or unmarried, whatever it is. See? So they can keep on running around and escaping, but end of the day, they also get into the same problem again. And please understand. So you cannot escape work. No, are you all very clear that we cannot escape work? Ravindranathan? Clear? So what you should do, you should enjoy work. So now understand the next point. If you cannot escape work and you have to be in action, who's a smart person? Simply murmuring, I should do this. Keep on murmuring, doing work, or enjoy the action. When you enjoy the action, work is no longer a work. So when you know swimming, I don't know how many of you know swimming. Naveen Balat knows swimming, no? When you know swimming, swimming pool is enjoyment, yes or no? If you don't know swimming, enter into water, what will happen? That will be a graveyard. Nah. Understanding? Similarly, if you don't know how to act in the world is fearsome. The world is something, the whole world is against me. Somehow everybody is plotting against me. World is against me. Everything is going wrong. But if you know how to act, this formula you have, then what? Is enjoyment. Are you getting the point? How to convert an adversity into an opportunity. What a seeming adversity, a problem, a tension, a pressure. It becomes enjoyable provided two things are required. You do what you are skilled at doing. Point one. You do your ordained duty. And then have this Gnāna Karma Sannyāsa principle in the mind. And you will enjoy every minute of your life. Every second of your life. Correct? America, Japan, anywhere you go. You know. வாழ தெரிந்தால் வாழலாம். பாத்தீங்களா? பாட்டுல எவ்வளவு தத்துவ பாட்டுலாம் இருக்கு. என்ன ஆத்மா அந்த பாடுற போறோம் நினைக்க என்ன வழியா இல்லை பூமியில் பாட்டிருக்காங்க பாருங்க. There is always a way out provided you know the technique. Learn the technique, apply it. So quickly understand this sloka clearly. So Bhagavan says this has been done by your ancestors. It is not new. I am going to reteach the technique again to you and through you to all the mukshus. And so you learn this. And so you do the same thing, repeat. That's why Bhagavan is saying respect your forefathers. First, another principle. We say, no, Tata there's no computer, there's no mobile. He does not need to know mobile or computer. He knows the technique, how to be happy in spite of work. Go back to your great-grandfather. Nobody will complain. They'll get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, go to the fields for, I know my grandfather. He'll go at 4 o'clock in the morning, he'll go to the field. Whatever happens, I'll tell you the kind of adversities my grandfather has faced. He has faced so many adversities. Never ever has he felt any challenge in his mind. Again, lived for more than 85 years. You understand? Be ready for any challenge. But the preparation is required. Should not go suddenly be unarmed and go and expose this. All those formulas should work. And so, Bhagavan is giving this. Let's chant this sloka. And in the class, then Bhona will chant the next set of slokas for Gita. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Evam Jnatva Kritam Karma Purvairapi Mumukshubhihi Kuru Karmaiva Tasmatvam Purvaif Purvataram Kritam Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So now chant the next set of slokas. Chapter 1.
Om Shri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha Atha Prathamodhyayaha Arjuna Vishada Yogaha.
Very good.
Nihatharashtranaha Kapriti Syad Janardana Papamevashraye Dasman Hatvaitanathathayinaha Tasmannarha Vayam Hantum Dhartarashtran Swabhandhavan Swajanam Hi Katham Hatva Sukinasyama Madhava Yadyapyetena Pashyanti Lobhopahata Chetasaha कुलक्षयकृतं दोषं मित्रद्रोहे च पातकं कथं न ज्ञेयमस्माभिः पापादस्मान्निवर्तितुं कुलक्षयकृतं दोषं प्रपश्यद्भिर्जनार्दन कुलक्षये प्रणश्यन्ति कुलधर्मा सनातनाः धर्मे नष्टे कुलं कृत्स्नम् अधर्मोऽभिभवत्युत अधर्माभिभवात् कृष्ण प्रदुष्यन्ति कुलस्त्रियः स्त्रीषु दुष्टासु वार्ष्णेय जायते वर्णसङ्करः सङ्करो नरकायैव कुलघ्नानां कुलस्य च पतन्ति पितरो ह्येषां लुप्तपिण्डोदकक्रियाः.
Very nice chanting, very melodious, very nice. All of you learn chanting like this. You can see the book and chant. Don't get too ossified with memory. Over a period of time, memory will happen. But chant the slokas. And so, when you chant, there is some test for all of you. What is the test? Kenaba test. Test teacher na test teacher. The test is, am I able to roll over the meaning in the mind? Initially, what will happen? I'll tell you one word. Kulagnanam. As that one word will come. Luptapindo. One word will strike. That is enough. One word meaning you catch. 7 slokas, even 1 or 2 words you catch is fine. Then it will increase over a period of time. You become perfect in learning, chanting Gita, knowing meaning. And that is the only way. If you got any challenge in life, Gita gives the answers. The beauty is Gita gives how you should live, what you should live for, what is the goal, how to achieve the goal, and how to become Gunatita. So all of you who are missing the 14th chapter, please come for within less than 12 hours. Parango. Na Seturaman sir. Bhagavan is not giving rest. Pathingla. That's how Jnanis will work. Bhagavan will not give you rest. He'll come back again and make you study 14th chapter. Study, get Jnanam, become free. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaja Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Tatsate Krishna 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 Shubhamastu Samasta Sanmangalani Hari Om Narayana. Meet again in 12 hours.